Okay, so I'm assuming you've seen the Foundry build part 1, and we're going to dedicate this video to the actual enclosure that our crucible and torch will go into.
This is a choice idea, boys.
And one that definitely no one has ever attempted before.
We're going to use a metal bin, make a mixture of cement, sand, and plaster. Reinforce that with wire mesh. Coat the inside with plaster and refractory cement. R value of about 1 per inch. Need to vibrate the concrete to get the air out and consolidate it. If you can't find anything about 12 inches long that vibrates, check your mom.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
Okay, now that it's done, we've let it cure for about 3 weeks to make sure the concrete is strong and the water content is relatively low so it won't explode when it's heated. As you can see, a lot of concrete, sand, and plaster went into that, leaving the foundry at about 170 pounds. So for that reason, I asked a few of my friends to help me out with this. They said no.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I'm not through with it again.
Is that nice? Right?
It's convenient to pour your aluminum into these little ingots so that you can melt them down next time. Unfortunately, some of these are coated with Teflon, which is a poisonous gas when you burn it. So you can either wear a respirator or just hold your breath. Honey, we melted aluminum.
Is one of the most difficult things that we face, but change is inevitable. One reason we don't like change is we get comfortable where we are. We get used to our friends, our job, the place we live, and even if it's not perfect, we accept it because it's familiar. And what happens, because we're not willing to change, we get stuck in what God used to do instead of moving forward into what God is about to do. And just because God's blessed you where you are doesn't mean you can just sit back and settle there. You have to stay open to what God is doing now. What worked 5 years ago may not work today. If you're going to be successful, you have to be willing to change. Every blessing is not supposed to be permanent. Every provision is not supposed to last forever. We should constantly evaluate our friendships. Who's speaking into your life? Who are you depending on? Make sure they're not dragging you down, limiting you from blossoming. Everybody is not supposed to be in our life forever. If you don't get rid of the wrong friends, you will never meet the right friends.